Okay, guys, I am going crazy over the song. I am going crazy over the song Synchronicity, and I feel like if I don't share about this divine masculine's energy towards you, divine feminine, like the song is not going to stop. They are revealing their feelings for you, okay? Because like it's eating away at them, and I'm also hearing it's eating away at a relationship that they could be currently in that has been crumbling. It's like the tower has had its cracks. Guys, let me just shut the window. So sorry about that. Okay, now, yeah, I feel like there's like cracks in this tower, and it has been happening. Okay, now I'm also seeing that like these feelings that this divine masculine has for you, they recognized it the moment that they laid eyes on you, okay? And I feel like it was something that both of you couldn't help. I sense the word forbidden here. It was something that you both really just tried to look the other way and pretend it didn't exist. And I'm hearing that because you two did that, you probably made it worse in your own heart spaces because it made the yearning come alive, okay? The song that I am hearing is by 112. I'm sorry I lied to you, but I'm not sorry that I fell deep in love with her. So, baby, do what you gotta do, okay? You guys could take a listen, but it just kind of paints a picture of what has been happening in the last little while. I've shared the song before, but maybe I'm meant to share it again, and it's coming up again for those of you who maybe didn't catch that reading or just, I don't know, like maybe you need to hear it in this message. But yeah, check out that song by 112, where I just feel like it's time is another thing that I am getting. Many of you could be seeing 999. It's like it feels like something wrapping up, or something has been maybe completed in a sense, or someone's reached a part of the journey where it's like we can't go any further. We found all of the fulfillment that we could find in this particular relationship, but it can't go any further because things have shifted or things have changed. I'm not falling out of love with this person. I've tried. Okay, so that is the energy behind it that I am getting. I'm going to dig into some further messages here about the crumbling in this tower, the cracking in the tower, and just certain things that may be coming up in conversation where it's leading to the truth. Because another thing too that I'm picking up on, or I'm seeing, especially with that song Synchronicity, is like two people sharing a home or a space, but realizing that like they're not happy to come home, and your home should be a place where it's like the minute you walk through the door you're excited to be there or you feel at peace. But it's like every day someone experiences a lot of stress coming to rest their head in the place that they call home, okay? It's like because they want to avoid the person that's there, or when they come home they're on guard with the person that's there. They may be very distracted as well, where they see this person as just someone who is holding up their freedom, okay? They may not be able to express fully like they want an ending with whoever this person is, and that's making the energy in their space feel very sad, is what I'm picking up on. So let's see what's going on behind the scenes, and just what things may be coming up for them to address. What's going on with your divine masculines? Okay, so we have karma, balance, and justice. Okay, so that karma with the karmic energy, I feel like it represents that sense of just wanting balance again. This reminds me of that home energy, right? I want to come home and I want to feel a sense of balance. I want to feel equilibrium. I want to feel peace. I don't want to come home to someone I avoid. It's very draining to me. I can't go in the kitchen. I got to sleep on the couch. When you're upstairs, I'm downstairs. When you're downstairs, I'm upstairs. And it just feels like I'm constantly on edge, okay? And I feel like they've hidden these feelings for as long as they possibly can. Someone could be an earth sign here, and their home is very important to them. Stability, a sense of peace is very, very important to them. This could be your divine masculine. And they can't feel that sense of peace, and everything in their soul says you have to do something about this. How long are you going to go on living under this pretense? Things are shifting in your heart and you need to address it. That's what I'm getting for them. Yeah, it is the divine masculine here. Okay, they've reached a breaking point where they can't, like, I'm getting like they can't be in the same home as somebody. Okay, yeah, they're revealing these things they've held back for a really long time. They're revealing deep feelings for you, Divine Feminine. Feelings that they've held back for a really long time, but like I'm hearing the home situation has just become like mundane. Okay, it needs transformation, it needs to be rebuilt. Your masculines may be going through a dark night of the soul right now, especially with them with the hoodie on over here. They could be in a place of suffering, and look, Divine Feminines, you are here. I told you, someone's stability is very important to them. Maybe your purpose in their life was to remind them of this. Because I see a situation that was stagnant way before you showed up. It's just you popping into their life and giving off the type of energy that is more aligned with what it is they secretly desire. That was the tower moment for them. That's what really kind of started turning the wheels in their head, as you two stumbled across one another unexpectedly. Your energy, Divine Feminine, was so much more different than what they were experiencing at home. It was like a break from it, a fresh breeze, a breath of fresh air, a nice tall glass of water on a hot day with some ice cubes in there, and even the ice cubes taste good and you crunch them up with, okay, I'm getting carried away, but you guys catch my drift. That's just how you are, Divine Feminine. Maybe you brought life back into this person. You know how that feels when you quench your thirst? It's just like, oh, like you feel like so good, right? It feels so satiating. I feel like that's what you were to their life, and that feeling is really hard to leave someone, right? Like once you meet someone and you experience that spark and you know what it's like to be in their presence and be around them, it's like you really just want more of that. And if you were already in a situation before you encountered them and you go back to that situation and it's everything that your soul is telling you to step away from, of course encountering your Divine Feminine is going to highlight those things even more. So I do see that someone's tower here is stumbling, but the reason it is because they want it to be rebuilt from a place of more balance. Like this is a Divine Masculine who's awakening to the fact that they really are in a karmic situation, and I feel like they have gone on maybe long enough pretending that they're happy or they're satisfied or they're fulfilled. I mean, think about it, guys. Like the energy you feel in your home has a big impact on your life, right? I mean, it is the make or break as to how creative you feel, as to how much you're getting done in your life, as to how vital you feel. If you're coming home to a home environment, okay, never mind a stressful work environment. If you're then coming home to a stressful home environment, I mean, that can be really stressful. A lot of your masculines are realizing that when they're with whoever they share this space with, it's like both of them may be looking like, you know, older or run down, or they keep bad habits when they live in the same space. They could be drinking more. They don't engage in self-care as much because it's so like walking on eggshells when, you know, they're around one another. It's like they can't be their best selves. And I feel like all of that could be piecing itself together, and it's pushing someone to the point where it's like, we need to talk about this. You know, like there's a conversation that needs to be had. We can't avoid this any further. Like, I want more peace. I want more stability. I can't do this to you, right? And someone too might be saying like, you should want better for yourself. Like that's how the conversation is going. Many of your masculines could be throwing back accountability on whoever it is they're with. I just feel like the crumbling of a tower. Let me dig into a different deck and see what's going on here. What else are behind some of these conversations around just revealing these deep feelings for the Divine Feminine and the direction that things are now moving in? Okay, cool down, calm, okay, some kind of pause, taking time to really reflect and think. And that's why I feel like their hood could be on and they're looking down, is because there could have definitely been some kind of recent tower moment here. The revealing of like, I'm sorry I lied all this time. Okay, I feel like what I'm getting with the cool down is like there could be a lot of discussions happening around this connection with the both of you, and like many of your masculines could be admitting like maybe they told someone that they moved on, they weren't thinking about you anymore, they weren't communicating with you anymore, and maybe so you two weren't communicating, but it didn't mean that they didn't stop checking up on you or that they had these deep feelings brewing, okay? That certain things that were happening in your life would make them feel a certain type of way. They were feeling like they were missing out. Many of them are revealing that they have tried to contact you, Divine Feminines, and because they're in this particular other situation, there's been nothing there between the two of you, and that's what they can't stand. They know that they have to bring light to the fact that they got to take care of one situation in order to enter another situation. Otherwise, there will be no, closeness or communication or contact with you. So they're at that point now where they may be having this deep conversation, telling someone like, hey, listen, like, it's not only my feelings for her. Like, it's about the fact that, like, me and you, we don't vibe, we don't connect, right? Like, I'm always here, I'm always there, like, I'm always trying to, like, take the long way home. Like, you're always nagging me about something or suspicious about something, yet you won't do anything to leave or change. So it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, So they could be, again, at that breaking point where it's like, man, like, stuff's just not making sense anymore. I feel like these two people are arguing, and then they really try to put a Band-Aid on it, and then the Band-Aid rips off, and then they're back in the same conversations about, just really starting this new foundation on their own. And maybe the stones here are showing up as a way of, like, having to rebuild, but separately and on their own. Okay, a lot of your masculines could, kind of just be in the thick of a lot of this karma that they've created for themselves. And I'm sensing, like, codependency as well. There could be conversations coming up about, having to live independently and the splitting of finances. I just see a lot of talks around having it be not about the Divine Feminine and more so about the fact that, like, listen, I need some change here because when I'm around you, I don't feel stability. I feel like I'm lacking something. I can't be my true self. And I'm also seeing that a lot of your Divine Masculines could be preparing to be just single, like not even diving into any kind of relationship, whatever the case is. Like, many of them are just craving peace, and peace means just being on their own for a while. Okay, but it's unfortunately maybe like starting up as, revealing that, yeah, like, I'm sorry I lied to you, but I still have deep feelings for this person. And no, I've not been in contact with them. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know what's going on in their life. I just know I can't do this. Whatever this is between us, I know I can't do this. Okay, so I feel like they're really having to convince someone that it has nothing to do with you. Like, it's been years since you guys have communicated, months, whatever the case is. I just feel like someone's done suffering in a stagnant situation. They have deep feelings for you, and they're not afraid to say it or reveal it to somebody else. All right? So that's the check-in for this one, okay? If you guys would like a personal session, I'm over at Tipsy.com. The link is in the description box. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.